Okay, I know I said I was going to make a video, just a quick video to help you if I'm not home and you need to shut something off. So here we go. So let's start off. I was going to start off in the front, but we'll start off in the back. So the back is kind of important because it's got the electric panel. So if you ever get like a short or something smoking, or there's something electrical and you don't know what's going on, the quickest way to shut off power to the house is to come back to the breaker box right here. And so it's got a bunch of different things about it, but primarily what you're going to worry about is just shutting off this main principal breaker. It says on and off, so if you just slide it over, it should shut off power to everything below it right here. If you want to isolate, and I don't suggest you do that because it's kind of confusing, but you can isolate each one of these switches to the corresponding circuit that it's at. And usually if there's a short, you'll see how all these are on right now? You'll see it slid over to off. So that'll tell you there was a short or a fault somewhere and the system sensed it and it shut itself off. I primarily notice that with big appliances. So like if I'm running the dishwasher and the laundry machine, and then I run on the same circuit, I run the vacuum cleaner, that might make it short. And that's okay, because now you've just overloaded the circuit and it wasn't really designed to have that much juice flowing through it. So if that happens and you're like, now I really need to finish the laundry, and there's not really like a danger, there shouldn't be any smoke or anything, you can come over here, see that it's moved over to the off position, and click it back to on. If you don't know which one it is, remember, a lot of these are marked over here. It's not perfect. A lot of them are kind of vague as to what they turn on and off. But if it's shorted, it should slide over to off, and you just have to hit back on. The next thing we'll talk about is the front, where the water is. So if you ever wake up and there's like a leak, you can come back here, and there's a couple things about that, especially with the water heaters. So the water heater actually has a shutoff valve, and down below it is a sensor. And so if you ever hear something like, I can't do it because I don't have any moisture, but it senses moisture and it shuts it off. This one goes outside and it shouldn't be an issue. The other one this water heater, this connects to the water. It's also got a valve, so if it's leaking, if the sensor doesn't pick it up and doesn't shut it off, you can shut it off from here. It's a quarter turn. It's in the open position right now, so you just have to slide this up. So remember, with pipes, it's straight through, and if you need to shut off a pipe, that valve goes like this. That's what that means. It's whatever the valve is, if it's a quarter turn, if it goes like this, it's shut off. This one runs on gas. It's got the same flood valve. That won't stop the water from leaking out, but it will stop what is going to come into the system. So it's got this little sensor down here. It's also got, anything yellow is going to be gas. And if you need to shut off the gas, again, it's a quarter turn valve. See how it's in line? You just turn it to the left or the right, and left, it should shut itself off. So right. So if you ever need to, and you think the pilot light went out, if it's beeping at you, you can just turn it to pilot, this little black switch, and push this button to light it. All right. This one sucks because it used to be exterior. So this piping used to go outside, but we don't have that anymore. So we're working on a way to reroute it. The other thing about water heaters is this one's gas. So that means it makes carbon monoxide. So out of this pipe comes carbon monoxide. It goes out of that. Not a whole lot, but it goes out of the house, which is the reason why I installed smoke detectors.
Ready in the hallway. Press to test.
So you can, it detects carbon monoxide, it detects smoke. So if there was a leak with the water heater, that right there would go and go off. So it's all connected to Google Home, just like our cameras and everything else. So you should get an update if something's going on. Not to mention it should just make a normal noise. All right, lastly, let's go to the front. So you wake up or you're doing something and you notice that there's water leaking and you're not quite sure what's going on and you need to shut the water off. Well, in our junk drawer, I'm going to leave one of these, and this thing's great because it's adjustable. So whatever valve you need to open or close, you can adjust it to the size that you need. And where the water shut off is in our house is if you come over here, if you come out and you go left and you go to this box and you open this box, that right here, this is the shut off valve for the water. And so what you need to do is you just need to quarter turn it to shut it off. Give me 1 second. Actually, that is irrigation. I lied. So let's come back over here and shut this water off. So you're gonna have to open it. It's not hard. You just use the edge of this to lift it up. And there's the meter. And if you look down in it, there should be a valve to shut it off. It's right here. Right here towards the street. And it's in line right now, so you just need to take this little adjustable wrench, open it up a little bit, and shut it going this way. So see how I'm turning it? And if it's not going, if it doesn't feel like it's going a certain way, you can flip just to get what you need. But that worked pretty well. I've shut off the water of the house, and everybody inside does not have any water right now, so I'm going to turn it back on. Flip it over. And that's it. And if you can't handle it, just call me, call somebody who, really anybody, or if it's really bad, call 911 and somebody should be able to come out and help you. All right, I love you, bye.